Everybody from Halifax High School tonight. We have traveled down here to take on these Halifax Wildcats in Game 10 of the season. Halifax Wildcats with a 6-3 record overall. The Trojans with a 1-8. So it would be Halifax's favor here tonight, but you never know. I mean, the Trojans sooner or later are going to get a good offensive game going, and perhaps it'll be tonight against these Halifax Wildcats. We'll find out. It is a parents' night here at Halifax, so we'll have the ball game coming up here in just a moment. You can see the Trojans now are getting ready to enter the field here, but we'll be back with the toss of the coin and the opening kickoff here in just one moment. Beautiful night for football, very clear day, and just an excellent evening here. A little cool for the fans, but for the ball players, it's going to be a beautiful night to play football. So we'll see if we can't get our act together tonight here at Halifax, and we'll be back to find that out here in just a moment.
Please acknowledge each group of parents. As Halifax has won the toss, selects to receive to start the game.
Halifax won the toss out here now, and Halifax will receive to begin this football game. Had three co-captains out there tonight, and we'll be back here with the opening kickoff here in just a moment, following the national anthem. Pretty excitable bunch of Upper Dauphin fans sitting right here below us in this front of this little phone booth they have over here at Halifax that serves as a camera / coaching booth. I'm the only one in here tonight because our coaching staff would not fit in here. It's a ridiculous sized booth, but nevertheless, there's an excitement here because the Trojans sooner or later, you know, it's kind of almost a matter of percentages that the Trojans are going to get themselves a good offensive game going, and so we're going to see what we can do tonight here. It's the last of the regular season ball games, so tonight would be the night. Teeing it up out here is number 32, Zach Markle. So here comes Zach's kick. It's going to be a low kick. Bounds around over here, and it's going to be allowed to run out of bounds, and that'll bring the ball out to the 30 or 35-yard line. I always forget. We haven't had too many of those. It's called an illegal procedure on the kick, but what it meant was the ball went out of bounds. So they'll bring it to the 35-yard line where they will put it in play for the Halifax Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 35. So let's see if the Trojan defense now, which has played some pretty good football, even though we're getting a lot of scores against us, but at times they have really tightened it up pretty well in there. So we'll see what they do now. I don't have the Halifax Wildcats things, but here's the first play, and a good defensive play made in here by the Trojans. That time, number 28, Cooper, just staying with that ball carrier that time on the whoop-de-doo in the backfield, and Cody Cooper not faked out on that one at all. Picked him off right away and threw him for a yard loss. It's 2nd down and 11 now from the 34-yard line of Halifax. Not sure, I didn't write the names down when they were announcing them for Halifax. So anyway, up the middle they go with this one, but boy, will he gain some yardage on this one. Cuts it to the outside, had some good defense in front of him. He's going to run it all the way down. He could go all the way. He's going to go all the way. So the first time we have a 1-yard loss, then they have a 60, what was it, from the 34, you figure it out. Okay, a long one. 66 yards, there you go. 66 yards on the second play. So perhaps I spoke too soon about the defense that time, as Kevin Floyd, or Floyd I think his name is, went for 66 yards, and it's 6-0, and Kerstetter will attempt the extra point. Kerstetter, number 9. Maybe he is the quarter. No, I think Klinger's the quarterback. At any rate, the ball is down, the kick is up, it's partially blocked, no good, and so the score is 6-0 here with 11:14 remaining. So the first score came at the 46 seconds into the game, and it's Halifax on top 6-0. They'll be kicking to the Trojans here in just a moment. Wolf, Fight, and Robinstein waiting for this kick. Robinstein, the nearest man to us. and Wolf on the far side with Fight in the middle. So here we go with this kickoff from Millersburg, giving the Trojans their first opportunity on offense. Kick is going to be a nice kick coming down here to Robinstein at the 11-yard line. He'll reverse it over this way now and tripped up with a good tackle out there is Jordan Fight. Really good stop that time. Got to give him credit. I think that was number 14, Shoop, with the stop for Halifax. But the Trojans will put it in play on their own 20-yard line, so that was almost like a touchback. So we'll take it right there on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, UDA. Anson Amour, the quarterback for UDA. He will have Cooper and let's see. First play is a delayed draw. Oh, he slipped maybe. Did Coop that time. Trying to make the cut up field. Looked like it had a good fake on the opening play, the draw, but got back to the line of scrimmage and that was it. Might have got a yard out of it. Now it looks like it's no gain on the play. Be 2nd down now and 10 for UD. Coop just kind of lost his footing. It looked like his right foot might have slipped that time and caused him to slip a little bit. But anyway, here we go on a 2nd down and 10. Amour handed off, trying to come over this side. Good stiff arm that time from Cooper. And he drags it out here to about the 30-yard line. Cody Cooper with a nice run that time by the Trojans. Gets the 1st down for UDA, so he picked up about 10 yards on the play. And it's 1st and 10 UDA out at the 30-yard line now. I don't know if the Trojans have any big play breakers like Halifax just displayed, but if we can grind one out here, it would be really, really neat. So we'll see what happens. 1st and 10 from the Trojan 30. Amour back to throw again. He's looking, hands it off. And that time it was Cooper again with the carry. Cooper's a sophomore, getting a lot of experience out here. Now as Cody drags that one ahead for 4, it'll be 2nd down and 6. Well, they say 3. Maybe it is 3. The Sticks for the first time this season are on this side of the field. And it's 2nd down and 7, they say. Amour hands this. Whoops, ball came loose. Picked up in here by the Wildcats. 61 making the recovery for Halifax. Fight kind of lost the handle on that one after the handoff. And so the Wildcats will have the ball on the Trojan 27-yard line. Luckenbaugh picking it up for Halifax. 1st and 10 Wildcats on the UD 27. Quarterback wants to throw. He's looking. He has time. Fires one over the far side. Man is out there. He's got it, and he's got 6. One play, 6 points. It's 12-0 Halifax. Extra point try coming up here for the Wildcats. It's down. Kick is up. Kick this time looks good, and it is good. 9:13 remaining in quarter number 1. It's 13-0 Halifax. Wolf, Robinstein, and Fight back for the kickoff once again here for UDA as the Wildcats kick off following their 2nd touchdown of the quarter. And here's the kick, and it's going to go down here. Nice, high, spiraling down to the 4-yard line, and then he lost his footing again. Did Fight this time, and he's dropped at the 6-yard line. He wasn't dropped, but he slipped out there. Now, it's a cool night. Cool night, as I said at the beginning of the tape here, and it is probably or possibly slippier out there than it looks because a couple of Trojans now have had a little bit of a problem with the turf here. So it's a 1st and 10 from the Halifax 6. Timeout called now as the Trojans apparently had too many men on the field, so had to call a timeout. Okay, set to go following the UDA timeout now. 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line for the Trojans. Anson Amour at the quarterback spot, over center this time. He'll fake it once. He's rolling and he's throwing, and it is complete. It is complete. Okay, heck of a catch over there by that Robinstein on the catch. Nice grab. Ty brought that one in, and that was a darn nice pass by that Anson Amour that time. A little bit low. Robinstein had to go down to get it, but he did a really good job on that. As Wolf comes into the lineup for UDA, replacing Robinstein. Wolf will be the flanker out here on the near side of the field for UDA. Second down and about 5, I guess it is. Whoops, ball popped up in the air, but Fight's got it, and he is going to be dropped for, let's see, a little bit of a loss, maybe a yard or so, and we got a man down out here now for the Trojans. Man injured on the play, and we'll be right back. We'll see who it is here in just a moment. Jogging off on his own is Jordan Fight, so he was just temporarily shook up out there. Might have got his bell rung or something. Looks like he might have put a crimp in his shoulder. Maybe got one of those stingers in there, whatever. And he seems to be okay, and that's good, thank God for that. Okay, we go on a third down for the Trojans. Back to pass goes Amour. He's looking, fires one over this way. It is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play, and the flag is back where a personal foul would have occurred against, personal foul on the passer, roughing the passer is the call. So that'll get the Trojans a little bit of yardage here. In fact, it's going to take the ball all the way out here to around the 26-yard line. And it is a first down to 25-yard line, they say it is. So it's on the 25, 1st and 10 UDA. These two teams, of course, are at odd moments here in the season. The Trojans trying to win their second game desperately here. And Halifax, who always loves to thump people, back to see what they can do against them. Here's a pass that's partially blocked.
Screen pass.
And it's knocked down.
Quarterback Amour.
That was broken up in there, and brings up a second down and 10. Hansen didn't get that one off very much at all. Trying to loop one over a couple of big defenders there from the Wildcats and just couldn't quite do it. So now it'll be Wolf and Lesher checking out of the ball game on this 2nd and 10. A lot of young ball players on this Upper Dauphin club. But we're in the 10th game, so we should have learned something, I would think. So let's see what we can do here now in this one. He's going to hand it off, but not too much going on that time. Cooper, the ball carrier that time, he got about a yard maybe out of that. It'll be 3rd down and 9. This time Wolf and Lesher will flank on the near side of the field for UDA on his 3rd and 9. We'll stay back here and see if Anson wants to put this one in the air. He'll drop back, looking, fire. Oh, nope. Ball, I'm not sure what happened to that one. The ball was just kind of fired into the dirt. Whether it slipped out of Anson's hand or whatever, I'm not really sure. But anyway, it'll be 4th down now, and the Trojans will be forced to punt this one away. They'll be punting it from their own 26-yard line is where the ball lies. Now, the punter will be Markle, and he will be stepping up to about the 15-yard line to get this one out of there. So we need a good punt here from Zach. Good snap and high kick, not too deep. Fair catch called for and made out here at the 44-yard line. They might mark it at the 45. They will. Floyd takes it at his own 45-yard line. Nice kick that time by Markle. No run back. So the Trojan defense, who has been severely tested here twice already in the first quarter, will have to see what they can do with this Wildcat offense. From the shotgun they go. Send a man in motion over this way. Quarterback's rolling. He's looking. He's firing. It's complete. And he slips away from a couple of tacklers, and you got to be kidding, folks. He is going to go all diddy. Well, I think they might. Nope, touchdown. It is a touchdown. So first play. Awful, awful tackling out here by the Trojans, folks. What can I say? So it is now 19-0. Wildcats have run approximately maybe 6 plays here in the first quarter. They've got 19 points rather. Kerstetter will be kicking for the Halifax Wildcats, kicking the extra point here, and we'll see how he makes out. We'll watch the snap. It's good. Placement down. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Is good with.
So Trojans setting themselves up for yet another blasting here at Halifax. It's 20-0 with not even half a quarter going here in the first quarter. So I'll tell you, when it rains, it pours, right? Okay, we'll see. Fight, Wolf, and Robinstein. Sounds like a law firm. But anyway, they're back to receive this kick again here from the Wildcats. That Wildcat kicker is pretty darn good. He can boom them down there. He booms them down around the 10 or 5 yard line. So we'll see what he does with this one, and we'll see what kind of a run back we can get going here. Here comes his kick. It's a good high kick. Taken at the 5 yard line to the 10, the 15, upfield. It comes, fight with it, still on its feet, and then he's going to be gang tackled. The ball came loose, and let's see who has it. The Halifax Wildcats, of course, say they do. One of the Halifax says they don't. So we'll see what they decide here. It's Halifax ball on the 10 yard line.
Recovered by Halifax.
Fumbled on the play, and Halifax takes over on their own 9. It'll be first and goal for the Wildcats. First and goal for the Halifax Wildcats. They're looking to put their 27th point on here in the first quarter. We'll see. Quarterback rolls right. Looking, firing. Touchdown, I think. No. Nope, it's not. It's down to the 1. Very, very close. Down around the 1 yard line he is. From here, it looks like the referee is standing on the on the goal line, but nevertheless, it's second and goal from about the 1. And goal from the 1 yard line. Will the quarterback decide to sneak this one? No, he hands it off to his fullback, and his fullback is in for a touchdown.
Chris Bickle
or whatever, in for the touchdown. Makes it 26-0 with an extra point try coming up. All right, here's Halifax's 4th extra point try coming up here now in the first quarter. It looks good from here. It is good. We've got 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Halifax on top, 27-0. Wolf, Fight, and Robinstein back once again to get this kickoff from the Halifax Wildcats. And here it comes. And there it goes. It's going to be taken this time by Wolf, I think it is. And Wolf will drive it out to the 20 yard line, where the Trojans will once again put it in play on their own 20 yard line. First and 10 Trojans. This time Anson Amour will go from the shotgun formation. He wants to throw. He's looking. He's still looking over the middle. And it is complete on a nice grab to Zachary Markall.
Zachary Markle is complete.
Zach with a nice grab for the first down for UDA. Out at the 32-yard line, first down Trojans. That time Amore had pretty good amount of time back there to get that pass off, and he fired it very nicely, and Zach was able to pick it off and get the Trojans a first down at the 32-yard line. Trojans have their moments if they could just get it where they could put a moment together. So we'll see. He's back there this time, the quarterback, Amore, with Cooper to his left. Again, he wants to throw, looking. Fires one over this way. It is incomplete over the head of Wolf. And Brent had no chance of grabbing that one. It's second down and 10. Second and 10. Wolf and Robinstein flank on the near side of the field. In the slot on this side is not sure. Can't see his number. Handoff this time is to Cooper. Cooper makes his way upfield, and then he's going to be dragged backward, but he'll get the forward progress to about the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 3 on the play, or 2 on the play. Belak on the stop in there for the Halifax Wildcats. Ryan Belak is a ups driver that we all know and love. Rich Belak, Upper Dauphin boy at one time. Now lives in the Halifax area, and his boys playing some good football for the Halifax Wildcats. Second down. Third down, rather. Back to pass he goes. Fires one downfield. Man is out here. Oh, just a little bit overthrown. Fight the intended receiver. Or no, it isn't. It's Lesher. Thought it was a 2. It's a 3. Okay. So Lesher was the intended receiver that time. He overthrew him by maybe a yard. And that'll bring up a fourth down now. And that means that Marco will drop back to punt for UD. Number 10 is that Cody Huffman streaking in there on special teams on the defensive end of a punting situation here. Marco drops back about 15 yards to make the get the snap and the kick. We'll watch it. Good snap and kick. Not too high. Rattles over this way. Whoop. And now it takes a Halifax roll, but downed out there finally as Josh downs it. Here, number 66, 66 downing that football for UDA that time. So they give it back to the Halifax Wildcats, who have done nothing but scored with it every time they've had the ball tonight so far. And we've got 3:58 remaining here in the first quarter of this ball game. From the shotgun formation go the Wildcats on this first play. Pitch it over this way. He gets a good block. Heads downfield, still heading downfield. Got a couple of guys to beat, still on his feet. Finally at the 22-yard line. He's brought down out there by Robinstein.
All the way down to the
Big gain again on that play. Good blocking in there on the line, the offensive line of that Halifax Wildcats ball club. Boy, he is getting all kinds of holes to go through, but there is a flag on the play. Maybe that's why he's getting a hold on the play, huh? Getting the holes opened on the play. Yep. They're going to take this one back, Ted. It is holding on the Halifax Wildcats. Well, that'll help you. That's for sure. It'll be spotted right at the 49-yard line of Halifax, where it'll be 1st and 9. First down and 9 for the Wildcats. So that disrupted what would have been a nice play for the Halifax Wildcats, but the hold will do that to you. So let's see what they do here on a 1st and 9 now. He wants to throw. He's looking. He's getting a pretty good rush. Gets away. Now he'll fire one way downfield, and it is intercepted, I believe. Yep, Zach Markle with the interception for UDA. So that gives the Trojans the ball back right away now, and a big interception of the Halifax Wildcat pass. 3:14 left here in the first quarter. And the Trojans will put it in play on their own 20. Just shy of the 20. Right here it lays. That's the 20-yard line. So on the tip of the ball, touching the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for UD from the 20. See what we can do with this very first play. I think the Trojans will put it up if we can. No? Gonna come over this way with it. Nice run. Well.
Ball carrier for Upper Dauphin is Cody Cooper.
Cody Cooper with the run that time. Got himself 5. Nice run that time by Cody out to the 25-yard line. It is 2nd down and 5. Second and 5 from the 25. From the shotgun, again. Marco goes in motion. Amour wants to throw. Fires one over that way. It is incomplete. Intended for Zach Markle again that time, but goes incomplete, and will bring up a 2nd down, or 3rd down rather, and 5. 3rd and 5 for the Trojans this time. They line it up with Amour in the shotgun. Cooper to his right. Back to pass he goes. Throws a little screen this time, but it's caught. But so is the Trojan who caught it right away. It might have been Coop. Coop was over in that area. Circle out a little bit. Yeah, it was that time as Cody caught the ball, but there was 2 or 3 Wildcats right there with him, and they would not let him go. So it goes as a loss of about 2 or 3 on the play. It'll be 4th down at any rate, and Marco back to punt the ball away. Halifax sends back 1 man to receive this punt. See, we got to get a good snap off here. Good, excellent snap that time. And the kick high. Got to come out here and be circled for a fair catch, but then he's got to let it go. And the Trojans will down it as Kephart takes it at the 45-yard line. And Wildcats in excellent field position once again with 1:35 left here in the first quarter of this ball game. And they'll have it on the Trojan 45. So from the 45 they go. He wants to throw. He's looking. Look. Oh, crowd over here wanted grounding, but the number 33 was in the area. So it'll be 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 10. All right, let's see what they do here on a 2nd down and 10. See if the Trojans can hold them. He goes over center this time. He'll hand it off to that 37 guy, and there's a hold back here. A couple of, well, 1 flag anyway comes in here. It is holding against the Halifax Wildcats. So a lot of grabbing going on out there by those black-shirted Wildcats. And the indication would be a hold, and Josh Kephart says, take them back. Throw them in the river. Anyway, back they go to the 44-yard line. 45-yard line, make it. Nope, 44. And that'll start the clock now with 1:23 remaining in the quarter. And Halifax will be looking at a 2nd down and 20. Occurred right at the line of scrimmage, apparently, and so it's 2nd down and about 20. See if we can hold him here. He'll throw it if he can. Trojans put some good pressure on him, and finally they get him down back there. A good effort that time by a couple of Trojans. Kephart, one of them, and not sure who the other young fellow was, but Josh Kephart, one of the fellows in there, putting a lot of pressure on that Halifax QB. They brought him down for another loss. It's going to be 3rd down at about 30 or 25. 3rd and 25. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. If he doesn't throw this time, I give up. Nope, he's got to hand it off. The ball comes loose, and the Trojans have it, I think. Looks like the Trojans have the football. They do. Trojans have the ball. Recovered out there by, I'm not sure if it's Culva. Might have been. He's pretty excited. Could have been Culva. At any rate, some good defense that time by the Trojans, not giving the Halifax quarterback any chance to throw the ball. They were in his face all 3 downs that time. So the Trojans get the benefit of the rush and get the ball at the Halifax 44-yard line, the best field position for UDA in this entire first quarter. First time they've been in Halifax territory. 22 seconds remain in the quarter, but of course we'll maintain possession if we can hang on to it. Nice run over the right side that time, except that it got stymied after a yard or two, and the ball came loose and it becomes Halifax ball. So can you believe how many times that has happened to this team this year? How many times can it happen? First play, and they turn it back over again at the 42-yard line. Now Halifax with the ball and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter of this ball game. Wildcats on top 27-0. Motion comes over this way. Back to pass goes the QB. He's going to run it. And he will run out of bounds in front of the Trojan bench. Kept it and got himself about 6 yards on the play.
49.
At the 49-yard line, it's placed. 7 seconds remaining. It stopped the clock with him running out of bounds. So picked up a long 6. It'll be second and a short 4. Trojans just have had no luck at all. I mean, hanging on to the ball and various other ways this year, this just has not been with them. But as I said, this is a very, very young ball club and have some lots of talented players out here. There's a ball that's incomplete, intended for number 24, Ramberger, but it's incomplete. Klinger's pass bounced off of him. So it brings up a third down. Millersburg leading Line Mountain 7-0. That won't matter on the world scene, but it does in the Tri-Valley League. Both of those teams undefeated in the Tri-Valley League going into this championship, what appears and what amounts to the championship ball game of the Twin Valley Conference this year. So anyway, with 1 second left, the ball is handed off to that number 33, and he's going to carry it for a first down or near a first down. It is a first down, and that's going to do it as the quarter will come to an end. So here at Halifax, at the end of 1/4 of the ball game, the score is Halifax 27, UDA nothing. And we'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment. Second quarter set to get underway now. Halifax rolling from right to left on our screen. Quarterback wants to throw this one, and he is in trouble again back here. Nope, here again a slip on the turf allows him to get a whole lot of yardage until he's bumped out of bounds up here. Pushed out by Robinstein. But the ball is at the 34-yard line of UDA. Did you see that young fella slip in the back again here when he was in pretty hot pursuit of Klinger, the quarterback, but just not getting a footing that we'd like to have, that's for sure. So it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, who have had a pretty good year, having been defeated by Millersburg, Line Mountain, and Juniata. Klinger again rolling, dumping a screen. It's complete. Down to the 25. He picks up a head of steam. A flag is thrown. We're going to have a hold probably. We'll see. Floyd takes the ball, but there are penalty flags laying back here. And if it's a hold again, then hey, let's see what it is. It's going to be holding again against Halifax. So Halifax get that one nullified. Another big touchdown run that time, canceling that one. So interesting penalties here on the Halifax Wildcats. Bunch of hold penalties. And a lot of times that's the difference. Sometimes it isn't, but a lot of times that is the difference between stopping a long run or whatever. The 17 in there is Copenhaver. That's Tyler Covenhaver. 78 is that Peck. To throw. Fires one down this way. It is intercepted by that time. Let's see. Wasn't that no, it wasn't intercepted either. Nope. They disallowed the interception. Said it had come off the turf. It surely looked like it. Of course, our crowd wanted it. They thought it was a good INT, but not quite. So it'll be third down. Or second down, rather, and 10. Second and 10. So let's see what the Trojans can do with this one. Maybe we can pick one off here. Pass over the far side, complete for a couple of yards. Stop made over there by Wolf. The big bad Wolf come up and got him that time. And was a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be third down and 3.
That'll bring up third and a long 1.
Third and a long 1. Okay, I'm not looking at this guy here. Looks like more than 1 yard between him and that stick. Anyhow, whatever. Third and 1, they said. We'll consider that. Looks more like at least a 2. Well, let's see if that matters at all. Get in here and get him. Nope. Up the middle with it they go. They got more than 2. Runs right into the arms of Lesher. Lesher coming out for football this year. I think this is his first year, as I recall. I think Lesher was a good soccer player, I understand. He elected to come out for football this year. In the meantime, the Trojan Soccer Club won the district boys soccer. So congratulate them. Great effort. First down for Halifax. Looking to throw. Fires one over this way. Incomplete or what?
Gavin Whitaker is complete.
Oh, it is complete. Looked like he was bobbling that one, but nevertheless, they ruled it complete down at the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2 now from the Trojan 11-yard line. 9.5 minutes remaining in the half. .61 there is that Troy Harmon for UD in there on the defensive line at the moment. 48 Culva. Here we go in a second down. He'll roll right. He'll look. He'll throw. He'll complete it. It'll be a touchdown. Klinger's pass.
Tom Kaufman, and
Kaufman picks it off. And that makes the score now 33-0 with another extra point try coming up here for the Halifax Wildcats. It's a shame the Trojans can't score a couple, because I love to see that Adam Zigner, better known as the Zinger to me, kick those extra points. But Adam saved his leg this year. He'll be okay for next year. He didn't get much tries at it this year at all. Placement start, kick is up, kick is into the night and good. So, with 8:54 remaining here in the half, it is now, where am I at? 34-0. Can that be true? Yes, unfortunately, that is true. Back with the Halifax kick in a moment. Wolf and Robinstein go back for this kick now as the Trojans change the kickoff thing. Boy, here's a high kick, deep, taken at the 2-yard line. Upfield they come with it, and they're going to get it out here to about the 12 or 14, we'll see. At the 15 maybe. It was Brent Wolf running that one back. So the Trojans will start off at their own 15-yard line. First and 10, UD on their own 15. More back there with Cooper at his left side. Back to pass, he goes over the middle, it is complete to Markle. No, it was incomplete. Okay, I thought that was complete. I'm sorry, incomplete.
32.
Second down and 10 coming up for UD. Thought Zach had that one. Couldn't really tell from here. Back was kind of turned away from us, or towards us, I should say. All right, we'll try it again here now on a 2nd down and 10. Quarterback's going to keep this one, and this time Anson maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about all. Kid making the stop in there for Halifax. No gain, 3rd and 10. 3rd down and 10. To throw, fires one down this way, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended out here for number 24. And it'll bring up a 4th down. Robinstein, the intended receiver on the last play, went incomplete, and the Trojans will punt it. Now he'll be standing back at his end zone in the goal line, rather, and then he'll step up to about the 5 maybe. Ooh, pretty good rush. High kick. And gets a Halifax roll. That's where it'll be downed out there by Culva. Culva down that one at the 30-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So about a 15-yard punt that time. No run back, but it did get a Halifax roll. So it was high, but not deep. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. He wants to throw it again. Throws a screen. It is complete. 33 down the sideline here. He'll get down to where? Wow. Floyd caught the ball. Looks like he went out of bounds at about the 3, where the Halifax Wildcats will have it now 1st and 10. 1st and goal on the UDA 3. 1st and 10 on the 3. Klinger at the QB spot. Hands this one off. 33 will not drag that one in as Wiest makes the stop out there for UDA. Floyd tried to run the right side there, and Wiest was there to meet him, and got a yard loss. Jesse got him for a yard loss. It'll be 2nd and goal now from the 2-yard line. Second and goal. 32 this time. He'll dive in there. Look at the hole. Wow, big hole. Jesse Wiest says, darn it. Should have stopped them there, but Ramberger puts the 40th point on the board now for Halifax with 6:29 remaining here in the first half of this ball game. And the extra point try will be forthcoming here in just a second now. They've been successful. Let's see, 5 out of 6 times. 4 out of 5 times, I guess it is. Well, let's see what they do with this one. Placement's down, kick is up, kick is good. And so it's now a 41-0 ball game with 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Josh Lesher, Brent Wolf back to receive the kick for UD. Here it comes, and there it goes. Going to go right down there where it's going to be Wolf with it. Wolf coming upfield, tracks it over this side, and then he will be stopped out at the 30-yard line. Wolf with a pretty good return out to the 30-yard line. Run it back about 25 yards. And so with 6:11 remaining here in the first half. And now the clock begins moving, but anyway, 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Trojans will take over on their own 30-yard line. Here we go on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun goes Anson Amore. Anson's got it, has the option, pitches it over there for Cooper breaks our tackle, spins up field for a pretty darn good gain out to the 42-yard line. Looked like Coop was going to be tackled back there, but he shook that tackler off and got himself some good yardage, picking up 12 on the play. It'll be at the 42-yard line of UDA. I'll tell you now, and it's the same thing for every ball game, the thrill of this evening tonight will be if we score. If we score. We have been shut out, I think, 5 or 6 times out of 9 losses. And so we just need to score. We don't care how or when. Just let's score. It'll give the kids so much more enthusiasm about this thing. Here's Anson Moore keeping it, and he gets about 2. Anson rushing it out to the 42-yard line, or 43-yard line, make it. Amour with the rush, picked up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Trojans. Here's a pass play over the middle. A man is out here. It is caught that time on a nice catch by number 13, Lesher, making the catch that time. Good catch. Nice pass from Anson Amour to Josh Lesher all the way down to the Halifax 30 or 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 UD. So once again, it is in the area where the Trojans have their most trouble when they get down there near the red zone and find it awfully difficult. So let's see if we can penetrate this time. Here's a pitch over here now, and that's Huffman with it. And Cody's going to be tackled before he can get it going that time. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. 2nd down and 12 for UD. Amour from the shotgun, looking, wants the throw, getting a pretty good rush, fires one downfield. It is incomplete, intended out there for Markle, but goes as an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. The Trojans had called timeout, and now we're getting set to go again here now. 64 in there for the Trojans is that Tyler Snyder. So here we go. This time they'll go from the shotgun. A back on either side back here for Amour's protection. Fires one downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. It will be intercepted by number 44. That time, Moore fired that one downfield, and in the meantime, the receiver out there was cutting back toward the inside, and the pass went on the outside. So Wolf, the intended receiver that time, but they did not connect very well on that one, and it's going to be Halifax ball now at the 25-yard line of Halifax with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the first half of this ball game. Flankers out on the near side of the field for Halifax on this 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He fires one downfield. There's a man out here. It is incomplete. Lesher, the defender out here. Kevin Whitaker was the intended receiver, but falls as an incompletion. It'll be 2nd down and 10. On a 2nd and 10, screen batted down nicely that time. I think Kuppenhaver might have batted that one down for UD. It'll be 3rd and 10. I think Cuppy was the one got the hand on that one, knocked it out of there. 3rd and 10 coming up. 3rd down and 10. Quarterback keeps this one. Tries to drag it up the middle, but right there is that big Troy Harmon. Grabbing him by the jersey and pulling him backwards. Way to go, Troy. He's a senior. Troy making the stop. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 4th and 5. 4th and 6, they said. All right. So Robinstein will drop back along with Markle.
Zachary Markle.
Let's see what kind of punt he gets off here. Nice high punt. Markle will signal for the fair catch and make the fair catch inside the 30-yard line, or 35-yard line rather, at the 33-yard line. So that's where the Trojans will put it in play. First down for UDA. They spotted at the 35. Minute 40 remaining here in the first half of this ball game. And 63 jogging off here for UDA. That would be that Chris Forney. There's Chris. First down, Upper Dauphin on their own 35-yard line. Wolf flanks on the near side. In the slot on this side is Covenhaver. And this time the handoff is to Cooper. And Cooper with a nice rush again. Don't forget, Coop's a sophomore, so it bodes well for the next couple of years here for UD. We get this team situated, get the offense cranked up next season, and who knows. Nice gain on the play. Picked up 6. Be second and 4, they say. Ball at the 40, almost the 42-yard line. Minute 9 remaining, so just about a minute remaining here in the first half of this ball game. Coming over this way and throwing the ball. Whoops, wait a minute.
Tyler Kuppenhaver.
Kuppenhaver is the quarterback now for UDA.
Third down.
That ball was, I don't know if it slipped or what. Tyler's trying to explain what happened to it. I'm not sure. Third down. So temporarily we have Fight out of the ball game. I see him down here with just his shoulder pads are off. So he got shaken up on that one play, and I think he's going to be absent for the rest of this ball game, the way it looks for sure. Wolf will be the flanker on the near side. Kuppenhaver will go from the shotgun this time. Good snap. Handoff here to Cooper. Cooper dodging his way ahead. Out, let's see, across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's a first down for UDA. Nice job again by that Cody Cooper.
46.
I'm not sure if Anson Moore got himself shaken up. He seems to be holding his sternum down here, or around there anyway. So we hope he's going to be okay. That's for doggone sure. He's not being attended to, so got some kind of a bop on the breastbone, I guess. So we'll see. It's a 1st and 10 for UDA now. 17 seconds remaining in the half. Cooper gets it again, but this time he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss of maybe 2 on the play, but that's going to do it as the half will come to an end with that play. So the Trojans, before the clock even ends, starts out of here. And at halftime, it is the Millersburg Indians 41 and the Trojans 0. And that sets up a mercy rule game to begin the second half. So we'll see what happens then, and we'll be back.
On the road. Thank you.
Getting set to go again now with the second half of play here at Halifax. Co-captains tonight, Harmon, number 61. 68 is Stadheim. 57 is 57, Josh Kephart. Okay, so the Trojans will get the ball to begin the second half of play. I believe it was. I kind of lost track of them there. I was looking at my sheet here. But anyway,
Second half,
we'll
receive.
Yep, we will receive the second half kick. Good. And we'll see what happens. I think the second half is going to be played under the mercy rule now with a 41-point differential. So if the Trojans can do anything, they'll have to do it as quickly as they can here in the second half of this ball game. Huffman's going to go back here. Cody Huffman will be one of the ones going back to receive the kick, along with Wolf. And over here is Robinstein. Number 12 fight done for the evening, it would appear. So we hope that he's going to be okay. Got lots of other sports. I think he's a wrestler. So here we go. Low kick. Bound around down there. Picked up over there by Wolf. Wolf hops along up front, and then he's going to be tackled at about the 23-yard line, something like that. So that's where the Trojans will put it in play. 70 in there for the Trojans. Is that Cody Snyder?
Tackle by Corey.
68. 68 is Josh Studheim. The quarterback now here in the second half, to begin the second half, is going to be Cody Huffman, number 10. He is, I believe, a sophomore at UD. Barkle and Robinstein flank on the near side of the field. Huffman will go from the shotgun formation. Whoops, slip, but pitches it back here now, and then there's going to be tackled. Cooper that time managed to get back to the line of scrimmage, I believe, or close to it. Lost maybe 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. Footing down there, just a little strange for the Trojans, it seems, this evening. But anyway, it'll be 2nd down now and 11.
50 number to appear at the press box. Hang on to that ticket, or hang on to your tickets in case we don't have a win.
Lesher
We'll have another
flanked on the near side on a 2nd and 11. It's going to be Cooper, ducks the head and runs into the line.
Cody Cooper on the carry.
Gets, well, let's see, Cody kind of holding his arm that time. That's the one thing you don't want here now. We don't want people getting shaken up out here.
3rd down and 10.
Coop shaking up a little bit on that play. Picked up 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Keep an eye on the clock when there's what should be a timeout, but I think the clock is just going to continue to run on down here now. Huffman looking, dumps one over this way to Cooper. It is complete. Cooper will be dragged out of bounds after making the catch. Gain of about 5 or so on the play, but it'll bring up a 4th down. It's going to be short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th and 5, so UD will have to give the ball away. And that means that Zachary Markle will be punting this one. It's a pretty good snap. Here's the punt. It gets up here and kind of hit down around the Trojan 40-some yard line, but then gets a good Trojan roll. Picks up another extra 5 yards anyway. And it's going to be downed out there, I think, downed in there by Kuppenhaver. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Halifax right out here in front of us at the Halifax 47-yard line. I don't see, let's see, don't believe I see Anson Moore on the sideline. First play, they pitch it ahead here, and he is going to be ridden out of bounds over in front of the
45 of Upper Dauphin.
Team line over there. Anyway, 8 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lesher knocking him out of bounds, but the clock not stopping. So we are definitely going to just keep a running clock here, basically, except for timeouts and after a touchdown. End of this time is going to gain him about a yard. Looks like that. James, what the heck, Peck making the stop out there for UD? Picked up one, will be 3rd down and 3. Ball now resting at the 45-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 3rd and 2. Handoff and getting the 2 and then plenty more. He goes down all the way before he's stopped in there by number 48, Blake Culva, making the stop on him at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st down for Halifax on the UDA 24. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Pitches over this way, coming around this side, and run into Culva, and Culva keeps hanging onto his leg. Hipped out there by Kephart, but Culva had the good bottom low tackle on him down around the ankle.
2nd down and 5.
Picked up 5 on the play. Down to the 19-yard line of the Trojans. 1st and 10. Or rather, 2nd and 5, rather. Make it 2nd and 5. 32. Gets a couple, not too much on that one. Jesse Wiest in on the stop along with that Cody Cooper. Making the stop in there. Gain of maybe a yard on the play to the 18-yard line.
Gain of a yard.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 now for the Wildcats. 3rd and 4. 33 has it. And let's see, he's going to be grabbed out there nicely by number 5, Wolf, making the stop. Down at the 4, it'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 4-yard line of UDA. 1st and goal from the 4. Going to throw it. Fires it over this way. Incomplete. Wolf on the coverage out there.
Intended for Gavin Whitaker.
Whitaker was the intended receiver. That'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. Okay, here we go. Up the middle with it. Touchdown, number 33. No flags on the play. Tyler Foy or whatever, Floyd. Tyler Floyd, I guess it is. In for 6 more. Makes it now 47. Nothing with an extra point try coming up. Here's that extra point try. A kick looks good from here. Kerstetter with a nice kick, real high, kicks him right up through there. Anyway, all right, we'll be back. 3:42 remaining here in the 3rd quarter now. It's 48-0 Halifax. Okay, here we go with the Halifax kickoff. Ooh, kicks it over this way, and it's going to be received at the 8 or 9 yard line. There's that slippage again. And again, it's going to be Ty Robinstein running it back that time for UD. Penalty flag on the kickoff. Holding against UD. You know, that doesn't help at all, but probably won't hurt much either, so we'll see. It's going to place the ball back at the 7 yard line, or rather back at the 8. I guess it is, or 9, whatever. It's way deep. Anyway, 1st and 10 now as Cody Huffman returns to the Trojan lineup as the QB.
1st down, Upper Dauphin.
At the 9 yard line, the Trojans will start and play. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. He's going to throw this one, fires it over here, but way out of the reach of Robinstein. Looking for Robinstein heading over here towards the sideline, but overthrew it that time, did Cody Huffman, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for UD.
After the third quarter, Campbell.
Okay, here we go on a 2nd down. Yeah, pretty good run that time. Cody Cooper picking up a couple of yards out to the 14-yard line.
Falls to the 14.
Got about 6 or 5, 3rd and 5. The announcer says you can't really tell from here. Look at there.
Millersburg 7, Lane Mountain 6.
Ooh.
Lane Mountain attempted a 2-point conversion and failed. 7-6, early 4th quarter.
Early 4th quarter score. Maybe you can hear that. Millersburg and Lyon Mountain 7-6. Okay, here's a big 3rd down play for UD. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he is going to, let's see, come on out here, Cody. Oh, Cody is right short, maybe. Looks like by maybe a yard. Cody Huffman keeping it that time.
Stopped by Tom Hoffman.
Got awfully close to the 1st down stick, but not quite.
17 brings up 4th
Up to 17, he needs a yard. Inside of a minute to play here in the 3rd. Needs a yard, Trojans will go for it. Why not? What do they have to lose? See if we can get a yard out of this. Gonna fake it to Cooper, and he is not gonna make it as he is tackled a little bit short, I believe, and that'll give the ball back to Halifax now at the 15-yard line. And so that's where the Wildcats will take over on the 15-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Trojans have called timeout, and in doing so, they are going to put a whole new squad in here. The first team is coming out, the second team going in. Halifax reciprocating. They're going to put their second squad in here also. So good gesture on the Wildcats' part, and the Trojans have just to gain more and more experience. So they'll play the young fellas and give them the game experience here with a whole period to play. We've got a period and 15 seconds to play in the 3rd and an entire 4th period. So Trojan junior varsity had played well this year. Now they're going to be a little discombobulated out there, that's for sure, but we'll see how they do. Here's a Halifax. In fact, the Halifax junior varsity and Upper Dauphin played first game of the season for the junior varsity team back on, I think it was September 2nd, something like that. And that game ended up, I think, like 14-13 or 13-12 or something like that. Played a really nice game. The Halifax Wildcats won the game, but still, it's a good game. So we'll see. This could be interesting here with the squads that are in there now. But they'll have one more period to play. At the end of 3 quarters of this ball game, it is still 48-0 Halifax. Okay, beginning the 4th period now. Halifax heading left to right, and they're 12 yards out with a 2nd and 7. 22 has it, and he'll cut it upfield, gets a couple of yards out of it. Last fella getting up off the pile down there for UDA is getting up slowly, but who is it? Can't tell from here. 48, Blake Culva. Okay. Culva looks like he got a little shaken up in that play, but he's going to be okay, I guess. These guys played real good JV football, and are in here trying to see what they can do against this Halifax JV team at this part of this game. Here's that 22 again, and he'll drive it inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Wildcats. James, what the heck, Peck in there making the stop again. James played a good season this year. Yeah, he was in on a lot of tackles. These guys are all good kids and good athletes. They'll be back, trust me. 22 with it again, sweeps around this side over here, and he'll go in for a touchdown. Oh, the clock keeps running this time. It's 54 to nothing with an extra point try coming up. I thought they stopped it after a touchdown. I think they did last. Well, now they keep it going. Okay, mercifully, that's good for us. Extra point try coming up here now. The other young fella that was in there could really kick. Let's see what this young fella has. Placement stock kick is up. Kick is no good. Off to the right. No good. So the score remains 54-0 with 9 minutes and 50 seconds and so forth, and the clock continuing to roll. Back with the Halifax kickoff in just a moment. Okay, we're set to go now here with the kickoff by the Halifax Wildcats. Oh, okay, here it comes. And low kick will be taken here. Well, picked up a little bit. Let's see who's got it. It could be Huffman. Cody Huffman bringing it back after he dribbled it once and bobbled it a little bit, but he's okay. He'll be the QB, I would think. We'll see. Coming over here to get some instructions from Coach DeFrancesca.
Ball is on the 30.
Coach has had a tough initial year here, but a lot of times that happens. New team, new strategies, and got to get everybody working on the same page out here, and we'll be okay. So Huffman goes in at the quarterback position. Number 40 there, Dreyer. 66 is Josh Jackson. He's the center. Whoa, low snap. He's going to pick it up himself, and then he'll be thrown down back here at about the 20-yard line.
By number 32.
7 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the game.
Winding down rapidly if we don't have a winner.
6:50 left in the ball game. Huffman will hand this one off. Trying the other side over there is Cooper. And Cooper still on his feet with a good run all the way out here to the 47-yard line.
Number 28, Cody Cooper.
Cody
driven out of bounds.
Doing a good job. Cody, of course, plays
at the 41.
At the regular varsity level. I can't remember if Cody plays junior varsity also. Heck, he's a sophomore. He could. He's certainly eligible. I think Coop's going to come out there. Okay. First down, UD at the 41-yard line. Of Upper Dauphin, that is. Whoa. Ball, I think, came loose this time. Let's see. Halifax has a 35. Picked it up for Halifax. And that'll give the ball back to the Wildcats with 5:50 left and the clock continuing to move down. So 5 minutes and now we'll be out of here.
Tackle credit.
Wildcats 1st and 10 from the 39. That ball came loose. Now who has it? It's getting colder out here, damp. And it's going to be a very cold night tonight, back in the 30s, down to 30s. So the ball getting a little more difficult to handle. 59, Adam Wiest, it looked like it was, that checked into the ball game. There goes that 34, Ryan Strawhanger. Good names from a good junior varsity ball club. 4:50 remaining. Another fumble, and this time he'll pick it up. Stop made in there by Dreyer.
Quarterback Hoover tackled.
Hoover dropped it once, and Dreyer finally tagged him, put him out of there. So, Zach Bullock coming into the ball game for UDA. A lot of new faces and faces we're going to hear about for the next couple of years at UDA. Cody Cooper remains in there now as a defensive captain for UD. Cleanly handled this time, 21. Good stop in there by, who was that? Number
21, Hunter Rose.
14 was that? Yeah, that was Robinstein. Robinstein making the stop. 3:57 remaining. The ball now at the 39-yard line of Upper Dauphin. It's 4th down and 10. So the Wildcats will drop back here to punt this ball away. Trojans send one guy back. Now they'll drop 2 guys back, and now timeout is called. Stopping the clock with 3:37.
By Halifax.
Halifax called timeout. 3 minutes 37 seconds remaining in the ball game, and we'll be right back. Halifax timeout is over, and here's that punt. Not high, kind of wobbly, bouncing around. Looks like it could go out of bounds, and it did. Over the far side of the field.
Grevey's punt goes out of bounds on the 17. Upper Dauphin takes over 1st and 10.
Ball's placed at the 17-yard line. 72 going into the ball game. Noah Robinson for UTA.
Late in the ball.
25 streaking in there.
Timeout 6.
That's Scott Albright. 25. Minute and a half remaining in that. Let's see who this is here. Coming off here, 23. Remember him from the junior varsity. Ty Buffington. A handoff, and who's got it? It's going to be Cooper on the run. Cody Cooper picks up about 3 or 4.
Gain of
3, 2nd and 7. Inside of 2.5 minutes remaining.
Both Upper Dauphin and Halifax will appear in District 3 Single A playoffs next week. Check the paper for time and location.
Huffman
and the opponent.
hands this one off, and this time it's going to be not much on that one at all. Run that time by that Buffington. Number 23, Ty Buffington.
Ball carry with Ty Buffington.
Maybe he might have got a yard out of that. Inside of 2 minutes to play. There's your clock.
And Sheeler, number 8.
And the Wildcats will pick up a 54-0 blitzing, giving the Trojans, I think, their 6th shutout of the season. Whoops. What the heck? Where's this one going? Way back. Fumble on that reverse that time, but the Trojans have the ball. 80 seconds remaining.
Recovered by Upper Dauphin back at about the 8-yard line where it's 4th and long.
Trojans will be forced to punt the ball out of here. Goes that James What the Heck Peck in there on this punting situation, which will have Dreyer. Scotty Dreyer will be punting from inside his own end zone. 38 seconds remaining. Perhaps Halifax won't even need to make a play. I don't know. He's going to catch it out here at the Trojan 35-yard line. And so with 25 seconds left, that's going to do it. So Halifax, we congratulate them on another victory. They'll go 7-3 on the season. That's a good season for the Halifax Wildcats. And the Trojans will go 1-9 in their first 10 attempts, with a playoff game coming up here next week somewhere against someone, and we'll find out and be there. So that's going to do it. We say good night from Halifax. And once again, the Trojans, their inability to score, I'm just taking another one on the chin, but there will be next year. And I think we'll see bigger and better things from this outfit the next year for sure. As I said, a multi-talented ball club here that just have not put it together very much offensively at all this year for sure. Defensively too, a lot of work to be done, but you know, coach took over from a squad that wasn't playing winning football, and he's got to get them rejuvenated now, so we'll look forward to that coming up in the fall of 08. 08 will be great for the Trojans, I promise you. Good night from Halifax. Final score again, Halifax 54, UDA 0.